Yeah.
All right, baby.
There we go. Are you ready for the pool party, motherfucker?
Woo! I wish I was in it.
I hope you got your trunks on.
I have shorts on.
I hope you got your snorkel cleaned out.
I don't know where it is.
I hope you got your goggles defoggled.
Oh, no. They always fog up. You got to spit in it. You ever do that? My stepfather told me that.
Spit in the goggles?
You spit in your goggles and you wipe your spit on the inside so they don't fog up.
Oh, that's what keeps it from fogging?
That was the trick he taught me. Yeah, it's
and it worked?
super gross.
Did it work?
I guess it kind of works, yeah. I don't know. It's disgusting. I would spit you like, it's like spit in this plastic thing and then strap it to your face.
You got spit in your eye.
Yeah. I told you about my brother when he had goggles that he loved as a kid. They were these blue rubber goggles, so he wore them all day. He wouldn't take them off.
Yeah.
And they melted to his face. And
what did he watch an atomic explosion from a bunker?
Dude.
And they melted to his skin?
Cheap, shitty. They were like blue rubber goggles.
Yeah.
And I remember he was crying, they're stuck. And my mom was like, they're not stuck. She's thinking it's like the suction. And she went to pull it, and you saw like the skin go with it.
What if it was like a venom?
Crying.
What if it was like a symbiote?
Oh,
I've bonded with you.
Let's look underwater.
like, I don't know. What is that venom? It's like a shit venom.
Let's see the water.
He makes like swimmies and float around your arm. You're like, just inflate.
Well, dude, my mom, I remember this so clearly. They were like, because there were a few stages to it. It was my brother crying and grown-ups trying not to laugh at this like chubby little kid who wore goggles out in the sun without going to the pool, kind of like he was in the pool a little bit, but he was like, it wasn't just he was in the pool, he was running around the heat.
Yeah.
Like he was a superhero.
Yeah.
By the time the goggles were off, I swear to God, they got torn and there was still a ring of blue rubber stuck to his face. And by the time they got that off, he had like a red goggle mark.
Did the whole fire department come to take him off his face?
I wish. You know it was just some drunken uncle with a cigarette pulling on it, right?
Like a tick.
Yeah.
Like getting a tick
spraying
off your
WD-40 on his face and like pulling it off.
I'm gonna rub it off.
Hold his head.
Put your fucking skull. Put your motherfucking skull in a vice.
My brother had bad luck. I remember my brother as a kid. I think my godfather took it. I remember my brother had a tick embedded in his ear. Inside, and they had to get that. Yeah, it just had bad luck.
Oh, because you gotta burn that motherfucker.
Yeah,
like that's how you get a tick out. You put like a match to it.
That people do Vaseline. If you leave, like if the head stays in there, you get like an infection.
Yeah, so
you gotta worry
the
about like
body
Lyme
grows
disease.
back.
Yeah, it's a whole thing. It was like out in Long Island.
Ticks are a motherfucker.
Yeah, I had a bunch as a kid. It was like we were always playing in the woods. Like
you remember we were shooting that video, the Chubby One movie. And we were on the dump, and there was all those ticks. You just saw them climbing up the hill. It was the craziest fucking thing I've ever seen in my life. We were like backing up a hill, and you just seen these motherfuckers. Like we had bags and stuff.
I never saw a bunch together. I know.
No, yeah, they like were They were like coming at you. It was like a zombie movie. It was.
I
nuts.
still have Lisa Pressman, friend of ours. Who was, she was an actor in like a sketch that we were shooting. I think it was something she made. Do you remember there was a piece of art hanging in the film lab at college that was like it was like Crispy Ware, the ticks and everything?
Oh, maybe it was that. Maybe we were shooting that video. We shot it in the same place.
It was the Passion of the Christ. In the same place. It was that because Lisa was there. I still have that artwork at home.
No way.
Yes. It's like your head on like a tick body, I think. Like, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
I know exactly where it is.
I do remember that.
Dude, next time we're in my wing, I got to pull it out. I got to show you.
Winging it up.
Winging it up.
Winging it up. You could wing it my way.
Yeah.
Wing on the phone.
Do you like wings?
Do you love wings? Do you love wings?
Who doesn't love wings?
Who doesn't love wings?
I would love a wing place, like a fast food place where it says wings. And it's the cast of wings on the sign, but it really is just a buffalo wing joint. You'd be like, that's the best place.
Yes.
Wings.
Yes.
It's like wings. It's like from the show Wings, but they have the best wings. Wings.
It's Steven Weber
It's really.
on a fucking menu.
Let's do it.
I'll get the Weber, please.
That's my mall food court. We got wings. We got
I'll have the Tony Shalhoub,
the
please.
Tony Shalhoub. What's the Tony
I'll have the
Shalhoub?
Shalhoub.
I'll have the good burger. We're gonna open up. Dude, we're gonna have wings. We're gonna have a good burger. It's gonna be
You
the
think
best.
there's ever been a good burger open? Like, you think they ever made one after the movie?
Yeah,
Oh,
like
I
somebody
smell
didn't
a
even.
good burger right now.
I smell
we're
a burger.
out in
Somebody's
the
cooking a
backyard.
burger. Yeah, we're out.
Oof.
Yeah, you want to start this thing? You want to do it? You want to get into it?
Let's do
You
it.
want to make it happen?
Let's do it.
All right.
All right, I'm gonna run and start.
You're doing it. You're
All right,
doing it. It's
trot.
getting ready. It's getting ready. It's getting ready.
Ooh. Oh yeah, baby. We're jumping in the pool. You know what? I installed a fucking second diving board so we could do a fucking triple Lindy on this motherfucker.
Thank you.
That's right. Welcome back to the
Wow, the neighbors are joining in.
I am Chris Sorrentino.
I am John Saluga. And this is the Super Live Adventure Podcast, baby. We're hanging out in Chris's wing,
That's right, the jungle.
out in the backyard. We're in the backyard. We moved to the front yard because neighbors were playing music. The music stopped. We went to the backyard. It started raining.
yeah.
We got nervous. It stopped raining.
That's it.
And
Yeah,
now
we
it's just
gotta-
us, some loud air conditioners, and some street noise. But hey, man,
Hey, yeah.
2020.
There's a pool party back here.
Pool
Having a
party.
good time.
I love a good. I love a good pool party. I already drank my beer. I had a Founder's Solid Gold.
Oh man, I drank a lot of goddamn
You've
beers.
been drinking, man.
I've been drinking. I drank a lot of rum. I drank a lot of marijuana. I smoked a lot of marijuana.
Marijuana.
I ate a lot of marinara.
You did?
No, that's the only thing I didn't actually do.
Oh,
I
well,
didn't eat nothing. I'm drinking on an empty fucking belly.
You look
Smoking.
in your Team Zissou shirt.
In my Team Zissou shirt. Drinking on an empty belly.
Who's cooler than
Like
you?
I'm a peanut butter and jelly.
Well,
Kind of
it's good.
smelly.
It's good to be hanging out
Yeah, man.
in your yard.
Oh, man.
I gotta say, this yard, it's funny because it's like I've seen it go through the different changes. I remember when there was a pool back here,
Mm-hmm.
but I didn't really hang. It was like I was only back here if we were like shooting videos or I was helping you bury an animal. Like when I think about it,
Sometimes combining it.
like we didn't hang in the yard a lot.
Yeah, I didn't really have a good hang backyard. Now I do.
You had the pool. How long was the pool there for? That you didn't use it a lot. You weren't a big pool guy.
You know what? I was a big pool guy, but not my own pool.
Ah,
I like being in other people's pools.
Sure, I
I
get
don't want to
that.
go home to my own pool. I want to be in your pool.
I don't want to. I wish I had a pool now, like this summer. This summer in particular, like just being home.
This is a pool summer.
It's a pool summer,
Leaving you here on your own.
pool summer.
It's a pool summer.
Oh, Weird Al. Can we
You
get
know
Al
what?
on the
Can
line?
you get him on, please?
Let me call him.
All right.
Let me call him. It's probably just gonna play that silly voicemail of his.
Yeah.
Let me see.
I love it every time.
I know, but it's corny. It's like really corny. All right, let me see. I don't know if he's gonna pick up.
Hello?
Al, is that you? Oh, is this the fucking voicemail again? It's the goddamn voicemail, isn't it? Where he says hello.
It's a joke!
Oh, god damn it!
La lasagna!
All right.
I'm not really here.
You know, all right. I'm hanging up. You think he would have came up with something better?
If he was like a professional, he would have. He really
you think
would
the
have.
guy would have like the best voicemail, but no.
Yeah, no. It's just lasagna.
All right. Well,
That's all he's got.
Al, if you're listening, man, we miss you. We hope you're all right. Change your voicemail.
You're a little late.
Lasagna.
A little
You
late.
went with lasagna.
You're a little late with that.
Hey, I want to open one of these hard seltzers. These are left from the last show.
Yeah, that's right.
Listeners, last episode,
Beware.
Paul Gonzalez, friend of the show, member of the Little Chub Club, he gave us some of these. This was a limited release. All right.
I don't know.
There it is.
I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this. Wait.
I don't think I'm a hard seltzer guy. I don't think that's a surprise.
It's something.
You know what?
It's something to
I'll tell you,
drink.
part of what bothers me with this, I don't know anything about the process, and I guess that's on me. But like beer, like I know what I'm getting with beer. But this, as I'm drinking it, I'm even like,
Well, what is it? Yeah.
what are you making alcohol from? Like, what are you doing? Like, what am I drinking? We don't question a lot.
No.
If it's got a label on it
You
and
think
it's sealed, you go, I
it's
can
good
put
to
this
go.
in my body. But like, I don't know what this is.
It's watermelon.
No, it isn't. Well,
So what do you think it tastes like? Can you describe it? Because to me, it's kind of like if you licked gum under a railing. Like a metal railing, and you got a metal zing.
that's a really good description. Yeah.
That kind of covers it, right?
Except that gum under a railing is gonna have some sweetness to it.
Yeah, and it would taste a little fresher.
Oh, yeah, this is not good.
No.
I'm sorry. The lemon was better.
Yeah, because it tastes like vitamins, and I like vitamins.
Right, but this doesn't. This is not good.
No. Yeah, and no reflection upon Paul, who gave us these.
No reflection.
No.
I wanted to try it. They're hard to get. I appreciate it. I
Yeah.
appreciate that I got to try it.
Yeah. I regret trying it.
Yeah, I regret trying that too.
I'm kind of sad I have to drink the whole thing. I should just pee in it like the other one. I put a can down there in the middle of the backyard. And
Yeah,
took
you put a
whiz up
can
in it.
down on the ground.
Yeah.
You didn't hold it. You didn't try. When you said you were going to try to pee in a can, I thought you were going to try to like. Pee.
No,
I was like, that's
put
gonna
it down. I'm shooting it. I'm aiming for fucking womp rats with my T16.
Did I ever tell you that years ago, man, working at ShopRite in the bathroom, somebody just put like a cup on the floor next to the urinal. I think somebody set a cup down and peed and forgot they left the cup there.
Oof.
The cup. Yeah, why would you even?
Why would you? Yeah. Was it like a coffee cup with a big old like "I love New York" on it or something? Like
It was like a plastic. It was like almost like a Slurpee or a Coolada kind of like plastic.
All right. You know what? Nothing is more satisfying than pissing at a Coolada.
Oh,
I don't know why.
I
That
know.
cup is made to fill with piss.
We've all done it.
We used to fucking sleep overnight in a college.
Edit all night, edit videos all night for our sketch troupe, drinking coffee Coolada and then peeing back in the
piss
cups.
Coolada cups.
Yeah, that was our move, man. So gross. Well, this cup at ShopRite, somebody put a cup down, left it there. So imagine you go to the urinal, there's a urinal on the wall, and then to the right and on the floor up against the wall is a cup. What do you
Yeah.
think that cup looked like?
Oh man.
Filled to the top with piss. Piss all over the floor, piss on the walls, because multiple guys went in, saw it,
the
and
cup.
went, I'm gonna pee.
I'm gonna pee in that cup. I
Either
would have
100%
peed
of
in
the
that
cup
cup. I might
or-
have peed in that
Or
cup.
they just like straight, you know what I mean? You're in the urinal a little bit, and you go, I totally
Yeah.
get it. At the end of the day, we're all like, it's all target practice. It's all fun.
Listen, you walk into it could be like a fucking fancy restaurant. You're at this fancy restaurant with your wife's family, and like it's a thing, it's a big thing. And you go into the bathroom and you see next to the urinal a hole in the wall, and you know if somebody walks in and catches you pissing in that hole,
You're in
you're
trouble.
fucked. You're gonna go for it anyway.
You're going to go for it anyway. And the poor pervert on the other side.
Oh man, Porky's 4.
Not what that pretty lady was looking for, let me tell you. I've seen enough movies to know what pretty ladies want
Yeah,
when it comes to holes in the wall.
not piss in the eye.
Pretty ladies love a hole in the bathroom wall, don't they?
Oh man, you kidding me?
Ooh, boy, they get all done up and everything for that. Glory hole,
Yeah,
baby.
they prepped their whole life for that.
They prepped their whole
Their whole life,
life.
their mother grooms them for a hole in the wall.
Can I say right now, I have no interest in that.
What, holes in the walls?
First of all, the assumption is
Yeah.
that the wall is just like plywood.
Yeah.
Like a wall, if you truly did a hole from like through a wall from one room into the next, it's like maybe the head of your dick is going to stick through it.
Yeah.
And it's going to have white dust all over it.
Well, it's not like a real.
It's going to be like.
It's a truck stop bathroom. It's not a real house.
But what do you think a truck stop bathroom wall is? You don't think there's like insulation, electrical, plumbing, tile?
No, I think walls between stalls.
Oh, in the stall, the divider? That's usually like metal.
That's where your hole is.
I don't know. I've never seen one.
You never seen a hole?
I've never. No, man. Show me one.
Want you to show me.
Will you show me a hole, please?
Yeah, I'll show you.
You'll show me a hole, a good one,
I'll show you. I'll show you the best hole on the lot.
dude. If you're gonna show me my first hole,
I'll tie it to your car and everything.
thanks, man. Yeah. Do I tip the hole guy?
Yeah, you gotta tip the whole guy.
You tip the hole guy?
You gotta tip the whole
How
guy.
much do you tip
I
the
live on tips. I'm the whole guy.
What's a good tip for the hole guy?
$5 a hole.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right. How
that's
big's
the going rate.
How big's the hole?
A Finsky. Oh well, it's how big you want it.
Is it a warm hole?
It depends.
Is it gonna cost me more than $5 if I want a warm one?
No. It just
All right.
depend. just depends.
I don't have cash on me. Can I Venmo you?
Yeah.
All right. Well, then put your warm hole in my car, and I'll give you $5. I'll take it home, and
I'd prefer the cash though.
I don't have cash.
Well, it's. I just don't want Uncle Sam's hands in my hole pockets.
All right.
I don't even want to finish it. I can't finish it.
Yeah, it's got that
I'm
like.
trying. It's bringing
It kind
me
of has
down.
that like
It's bringing me
Jolly
down
Rancher
completely.
watermelon. There's no real watermelon involved in this.
It's like backwash. It's like It's like Jolly Rancher backwash.
That's a great. It's carbonated Jolly Rancher backwash.
Ugh.
Oh, I don't like it. You can't drink the drink you love. Drink the one you're with.
Wait, what?
Can I show you something?
Yeah. I want to say.
So late at night, I was watching. I was watching Carson reruns for a long time,
Yeah.
and that like stopped, or at least at the hour that I was watching it. But now late at night, I've been kind of watching like Seinfeld at night. During the years that Seinfeld was on, it wasn't a thing that was on in my house a lot. And then when I was old, I always worked nights and stuff. And I'm just like, I'll like watch Seinfeld.
So you're just getting into Seinfeld now?
Not like just getting into it, but like there are episodes I have not seen.
Okay.
So I'll put it on if it's one I haven't seen, I haven't watched it. I'll like watch that. But also like the Nanny's on all the time on Cozy TV.
I watched a good deal of The Nanny back in the day.
I kind of flipped to it. I don't watch whole episodes, but
I'm not gonna lie, man. Fran Drescher's fucking hot, man.
well,
she's fucking hot.
well,
as
that's the
fuck.
thing. I kind of just I go and then she walks out of a room and I go, oh man, and I just like,
you gotta turn that volume down though, brother.
well, that's it. I had an episode on without the volume on.
Yeah.
I love you that you knew it.
Get the fuck out of here.
And my things kind of got fucked up because it's like, when was The Nanny on? Now it's 2020. I'm 40 years old. I'm watching a rerun of The Nanny in the basement.
Early 90s.
I'm getting off on it, and she's got a special guest star, and I'm watching it with no volume.
Oh man.
I'm showing Chris a screenshot. So
like a lamb chop.
Lamb Chop was on with The Nanny, and
That's even hotter.
yeah, dude, it was Shari Lewis came into the
Yeah.
house with Lamb Chop
Yeah.
and started doing a whole routine with The Nanny.
Come
And-
all over that puppet.
This is the hottest thing ever. Look, the stupid butler's taking her coat. I'm like, this is just...
Yeah, man. I'd fuck all three of them.
I'll tell you, man. I mean, the Brit who runs the house, he can go somewhere else. He can go fucking screw.
Oh, fuck. Oh, that guy?
Sucks.
Who, Tony Blair? Fuck that fucking
That
motherfucker.
guy sucks. How did he
Fuck
get
that guy.
I get, like, he got the part, like, he's perfect for it, but did anybody, like, really like that guy on that show?
Fake Pierce Brosnan.
And this is that
Fuck
stage
that
where, like,
guy.
there's, like, stuff going on with them, so they're being, like, more
Yeah.
open and flirty and stuff, that's hot, though. When he starts really just, like, things are getting, like, it's
Nothing that guy does is hot.
I know, but she's still a
He's-
nanny.
he's
She's
fucking
still like
milquetoast.
a nanny on the payroll.
He's a wet blanket. Yeah, that's true. You're fucking your nanny on the
Not
payroll.
a whole lot of nannying going on.
No, a lot more fucking than nanny
There's
in those later seasons.
I don't think I saw her take care of a kid.
Yeah, they should
Like
just call her the fucker in the later seasons. There's more fucking than nanny.
Lamb Chop came into the house. They didn't even get the kids. The fucking grown-ups are hanging out with Lamb Chop. What a shit nanny.
What? Yeah, but for real,
Like, I'm a nanny.
What kids in the 90s know what the fuck a lamb chop is?
They bite. We did.
That's true.
That's like, but that's old. That's like leftover,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
It's kind of like, what was it? Like, she made it. We were still watching those episodes. There's like certain things that the cut up, but we weren't like Captain Kangaroo kids.
No, Captain Kangaroo was a few years before us. Yeah.
Just a little bit before.
Yeah.
But Lamb Chop was in there. But yeah, anyway, I wanted to show you that, man, because I did. I had the volume down, and I was, whatever. It's late at night.
You're watching The Nanny
I'm watching The Nanny. I like to watch The Nanny when I'm alone at night.
with the volume down.
With the volume down.
My
And then
dick
Lamb
in my
Chop.
hand.
But Lamb Chop, it didn't ruin it for me. Like, if it was Oscar the Grouch, I'm like,
Yeah, you can't
I
drag
don't
off the
know.
Oscar.
Lamb Chop,
No.
though?
It was Cookie Monster. No. Yeah, lamb chop, that's even hotter.
Hey, listen, man. Lamb Chop is just a smelly old stock, and that,
It's like
that's not new to the equation, is
It's
it?
like a fifi. It's like a prison pussy.
It's like a fifi.
It's like a fifi.
It's like a fifi with a face.
A fifi with a personality. That's my fifi girl.
No, imagine if that was Lamb Chop's face, like
Lamb chop was a fifi.
Lamb Chop's name. Just like if Shari Lewis came in.
Wait, should we explain what a fifi is to people?
Yes,
they might
please
not know.
explain what a fifi
A,
is.
a fifi is
Walk
like
them through how to make one, Chris. Talk us through it. Do you want to just get yours and we'll
all
take
right,
a
let's
picture of it and
get
post it on Instagram?
Me
All right,
and
here we
Fifi
go.
have a long and torrid history.
Here we go. Let's
No,
hear it. Come
a
on, Martha
fifi
Stewart.
is a jail penis, a jail vagina made of like rubber gloves and like socks strategically tied in the right
and
manner.
rolled.
Yeah, rolled up.
Yeah.
And it's like a rolled up, and you fuck a rubber glove, basically. It's a jail pussy. It's a fifi.
Well, if Shari Lewis didn't keep an eye on Lamb Chop, I'm sure some things happened to Lamb Chop.
Oh man, lamb
I'm
chop.
sure some things happened. To Lamb Chop.
She didn't like sleep with Lamb Chop, did she? Like Lamb Chop left her side at some point. Somebody definitely fucked that puppet.
Lamb Chop was somebody's fifi. For sure.
Fief Chop.
No, and this making it talk. She did this thing with her characters. Her characters all kind of had these their mouths were all kind of like wonky. That was kind of
mush
her,
mouth.
That was kind of her style.
Fucking mush mouth idiot.
Well, let me ask you something. Serious question,
Yeah.
because I think I know the answer. But if it's in one room, you got the nanny.
Yeah.
She's hanging out. She's the
I
character.
thought you were gonna ask me something completely different. I thought you were gonna ask me if it was a puppet blowjob or a human hand job.
Well, what's the difference?
I don't know. I don't know. What's the difference?
I
at
don't
that
know.
point?
I mean, the worst is a puppet giving you a hand job where it's like the felt hand on the stick.
Oh, yeah, the old Kermit hand.
Yeah, that's
No, fuck out of here.
that sucks.
No, I'm going for a real Muppet or puppet blowjob.
Well, I was gonna say you got two rooms. In one room you got the nanny.
Yeah.
She's waiting for you whatever you want.
Whatever
In the
you
other
want
room,
a nanny.
you got a naked Shari Lewis with lamb chop on her hand, and she's willing to do anything too.
Fuck.
Now,
Oh, man.
now listen.
Wait.
My fantasy this night, everybody was involved, and it was a dream come true. Right?
Yeah.
It was the best thing ever.
Yeah.
But this is an interesting choice because by far,
Yeah.
I'm way more into the nanny. But
Yeah.
it's just the nanny. The other thing is
Shari Lewis, she's gonna be such a fucking hand job.
voices. It's sort of a threesome.
give you a whole,
It's sort of
give
a
you a
threesome.
lamb job.
Now she pulls that fucking dog puppet out of her. I'm like, get the fuck out! Like,
No,
you know what
get
I mean?
the fuck out of here.
No.
I paid for lamb
I
chop.
want my lamb chop.
It's lamb chop night.
It's lamb chop or nothing.
What do you pick?
Fuck, man.
What do you pick? You're not married in the scenario, or you have your wife's blessing, like whatever it is.
All right, I'm gonna say definitely Shari Lewis and lamb chop because I can't turn down the volume in real life for treasure.
You're gonna take lamb chop over?
Yeah,
I get that.
I want to hear lamb chop get fucked. I don't want to hear fucking Fran Drescher get fucked.
You got fun hair in both scenarios, even taking the puppet out of it. It's
Yeah,
Shari Lewis and Fran Drescher. There's some interesting hair going on.
yeah,
It's an experience either way.
yeah. And I like you said, I like the threesome aspect.
And to be clear, it's them like in their prime.
Yeah,
It's not like older. Fran Drescher still looks good, but it's not the skeleton of Shari Lewis with a decomposing puppet. It's a
well, now you just wait. Now, whoa, that's a horse of a different color.
Did she get buried with the puppet?
She definitely got buried with the
There's
puppet.
some
You kidding
socks
me?
in that, right?
There's definitely, yeah.
Yeah. She had socks in her hands. And
Buried with socks on your hands.
her in a casket with her hands crossed over her
Mhm.
chest.
Is
And
something
lamb
I
chops
should
on
draw?
one and the dog is
Yeah.
on the other. That is
Yeah.
something you should draw.
Yeah.
Oh, I have something I want you to draw. I thought of an actual request.
Yeah.
Like a Three's Company piece.
Okay.
With the girls on the couch and Jack Tripper. I want him behind them, and he's in the short shorts, and he's got like one foot up like that, and he's got like his elbow like on his knee, and he's leaning.
There we go.
It's more than what you're already envisioning something. What are you envisioning?
Yeah. You see his balls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But here's what I want, right? So one leg's up and the other leg's straight down.
Yeah.
I want the balls hanging down and the head of his dick out the one that's up. And I want everything else to just be nice. They're just smiling. I want it to be like
Three's Company.
Company.
But spelled C-U-M.
I really want to see it. I really want to see it.
Yeah, I want to draw
You can
that.
picture it, right?
Yeah, I can totally picture that.
Oh, it's the best.
John Ritter's pork.
R.I.P.
R.I.P.
I love the man. Love the man.
Rest in pork.
Rest in pork.
I do love the man. Yeah, man, that was tough, man. That was a rough one.
That was a rough one. That's
Yeah.
still a rough one.
Agreed. Nobody's a bigger fan of the Problem Child series than me.
There's a Bollywood pool party happening right on the other side of the fence. It's fun.
Having a good time.
I want to be where they are.
Yeah.
We're sweating over here.
Oh man, they were cooking and they're having a good
Yeah,
time.
it smelled good.
Yeah, it smelled
Sounds good. Sounds fun.
good.
These are new neighbors.
Oh, they're clapping. They're clapping.
It's so funny. It's like so bad for podcasting. But I like that you like this. I'm with you. You want fun neighbors.
Yeah.
All right.
I want to go in their pool.
Chris is clapping along. You can do. You're gonna lick the bottom of it.
I want to
I'll tell him.
I want to lick that pool.
Don't let him. He just wants to lick it.
Let him know. Yeah.
He's weird.
Listen. This
He's a-
guy is clapping along. He's trying to get it. He's trying to get in with you guys. He really just wants to lick your pool.
They'll tell us when these kids have a podcast one day, years from now, they're gonna be like, "Remember the pool lickers? Remember the pool licker behind the." Wow, Wow, man.
I love it.
I love it too. So, Chris, you want to talk about the nanny or
Take it? Yeah.
it's a good time over there? Well, I should say that I was drinking from a big old bottle of Jameson, a 1.75 liter bottle. That's never a smart move because I don't know exactly how much I'm drinking, but I had to wash out the
thoughts.
I had to wash the Ralph out of my mouth. I had some watermelon Ralph in my mouth.
I'll salute to that. I had a bunch of beers to try to get the Ralph out of my mouth. Bunch of rum, too. Man, I drank and smoked way too much tonight.
Hey, it's the summer, man.
I'm partying with the neighbors.
Partying. It's episode 2.
It's episode 2. It's a party.
Season
Everyone
2.
knows season 2, episode 2.
Episode 2. Isn't
Everyone
that funny?
knows.
2. It only happens once.
The 2. When else you get a 2?
Never happens again. I'm going to take a picture of it.
You got a party with the
I'm going to take a
neighbors.
screenshot of it when it happens.
I
Season
brought
2,
a cake.
Episode 2. I'm going to listen to 222.
I made a coleslaw for your party.
You did? Is there mayonnaise in it?
Yeah, I put raisins in it too. That's right. I put raisins in everything.
I let it sit in the sun.
Yeah.
A raisin in the sun.
I make my own raisins.
Whoa.
You make your own raisins?
Yeah.
How do you do it?
I rip off my husband's skin tags. I put them out in the sun.
Oh, God.
See?
Skin tags.
That's what I'm about.
Are we at skin tag age?
Probably. It's gonna be
probably.
creeping up.
It's getting there. Ugh. I got like new brown spots on my head.
No, what?
I got the Grandpa Saluga thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna have like real Montgomery Burns skin.
Oh, you're gonna be a grandpa.
Yeah,
You're
I'm
gonna be a grandpa. Congratulations, John. You're gonna be a grandpa.
Liver spot central.
Yeah, something about it though. You know what? It's something graceful. There's something natural and beautiful,
I think I'll be okay.
commendable.
I think I'll be okay with it. I'm gonna break all the mirrors in my house and not allow anybody to record me.
You're like a real vampire. You're like a vampire Howard Hughes. If Howard Hughes was a
Yeah.
vampire, that would be you.
Vampires don't want to see they think they want to see their reflection. They don't.
They don't
wanna.
really want.
They don't want to. Because when they
No.
look in the mirror, guess what? They look gay now. I'm sorry. That's not true. There is a weird homoerotic connection to vampires, especially since Interview with the Vampire. It definitely got vampires. They're the gayest. A vampire is the gayest monster.
Straight guys aren't really cape guys.
No,
You know what I mean? Like, you may think, like, all right, Superman, Batman.
I mean I think
But, like,
capes should be incorporated more. All right, I was watching.
Doctor Strange.
All right, this is ridiculous. I was watching some 16 millimeter film footage of the Travis 4th of July parade from 1960. But I was looking at like the
Yeah.
Knights of Columbus.
Yeah.
There's also like, I'm messing up the name, but it was like the Order of the Red Men or something like that, which was like a bunch of white dudes dressing like Native Americans.
No way.
Yeah, there's like all these groups. But you get like the Masons and the Shriners and the Knights of Columbus and stuff. And like, dude, like you look at the Knights of Columbus, there's like a hat, there's a cape. You carry some guys will carry like a sword. A sword.
No.
Just men that get
They
together
were
and
really
say like,
knights?
this is the group. We're forming this group, and we're gonna and like you get a crazy hat and you wear like, I don't know, man. I feel like we're getting close to it with this. Like Lil Chub Club it's not quite there yet.
Oh, but you want to give them like knives and capes?
yeah,
Swords and capes?
and like a hat made from a mastodon or something. You know, like that's what I
Yeah.
want.
You know what? We know we get our hands on some mastodon.
We do we can get half a
We
mastodon.
half one.
We get the front half of mastodon for you.
Half off.
Yeah,
Mastodon half off.
We know how to do it. If anybody, new listeners, you might not know, the Staten Island Museum has the front half of a mastodon. But
You
guess what?
You don't want to know where the back half went.
It's really, it's just like a fucked up snuffleupagus that Sesame Street was throwing away.
Don't tell him that.
Yeah, don't tell him that.
Don't tell him that.
No, I think it's dyed goat hair.
Oh man.
And they were able to afford half of one, so it looks like it's coming out of the wall. And then every guy like me walks in, every dad walks in and goes, "No, let's go to the other room, look at the butt." But there is no butt. They could not afford a butt.
No, there's not enough dyed goat hair in the world.
But they got paintings and like a dried up turtle. You should go. They definitely have a dried up turtle.
They do have a dried up
They have
turtle.
old beer bottles.
Yeah, your kids can play with them.
Yeah.
They're fun.
They got a muskrat from 1802. They got a dusty muskrat. They have the world's largest dusty muskrat collection
Yeah.
at the Staten Island Museum. I feel like
Well,
I'm
it's not-
shitting on Staten Island too much tonight.
No, that's a great.
Hey, listen.
That's a great accomplishment. It's like a ball of dusty muskrats, like rolled up.
But let me say this.
It's like a boulder.
You should go to Snug Harbor. There's great stuff there. You should go to Flagship and get a beer.
Yeah.
And you should go to Ralph's Ice and get a real Ralph's Ice.
Yeah, both of those things just do the real thing.
Yeah, so come to Staten Island, support these places, but
Do it the right way.
and you come to where we are now and you hop the fence, and holy
You got
moly.
the best party happening.
You got the best pool party on the planet.
You kidding me? I think they might have had a whirlpool going.
A whirlpool?
A whirlpool. A real life whirlpool.
Dude, I haven't been a part of a whirlpool in a long
I remember being a kid
Oh.
and getting like sucked into the middle of the whirlpool and like drinking water and like hanging on the side
You make it sound fun.
and
I remember being a kid doing a one-person whirlpool, and then you,
No, I was with-
and then your dad says, "Pick up the leaves in the middle." Hey, while you're at it,
No, I was
here's
in
a
like
skimmer.
I was in a pool party. I was like a little kid at a pool party with like adults and teenagers, and it was like rowdy. Like
Yeah?
it was rowdy. Like I was on the look for some bush. You know,
Ooh,
like
pool's
it was
good
like
for that.
it was a rowdy pool party.
I remember
and-
one particular pool party. It was me and my brother and like two girls. I won't say who they were, but they're from and it was just like, I remember just like it was just the best. Just
Yeah.
being in the pool with them was the best. I was at that age. I was like a
Yeah.
teenager in the pool with two girls and my brother, and just
Oh, dude, I seen people fucking a pool. I was in
it
I
doesn't
might have
work.
talked about this. I was in Action Park, and like there was there was the cliff jump, and there was a fuck. All right. So those of you listening, Action Park, you may not know, it's a regional thing. It was in New Jersey. There's like a documentary about it. I think it's like Action Class Lawsuit Park. It's called something like that. Yeah, because
Class
you would.
action lawsuit
Yo,
park.
yeah, this place was fucking nuts, man. This place was like you could jump off a cliff, you could go on these crazy. It was bananas, man. This place was nuts.
I don't think I ever did it.
Oh, I went like a couple of years with some friends. Like my friend's father used to drive us there, and I was all right. So it was this thing, the cliff jump, and you jump off a 30-foot cliff. It was scary as fuck. I did it once.
I love stuff like that.
I am terrified of heights,
Yeah.
and I did it because all my friends did it. And I was like, oh, my friends, I gotta do it too. It was the worst thing I ever did. I was terrified. So I jumped off this motherfucking cliff, and I remember like it felt like my sides were being. I remember that falling 30 feet. It felt like my sides were just like squished. Like it was like, yeah.
Your whole body, your body doesn't know how to brace for it.
No. And you just fall into a mad deep pool.
Yeah.
And then I kind of swam to the shore, and there's this little cave in the middle, and there was like this fucking guy fucking this girl. He had a fucking bathing suit
Wait, how old are you?
pushed to the side. I was probably like 13,
What a
14.
different life. God.
And this guy's
like
just
this, right?
fucking this girl, and I was just like, oh my God.
At Action Park.
And I watched.
Would you hang out for the whole thing?
No, that's the whole thing. I get the fuck out of here. I didn't want to see that egg drop soup, man. I was a little freaked out. I might have gotten pregnant. pregnant.
So to be in that water.
Yeah.
And by the way, the addition of water.
Yeah.
I did a pool thing once, and I did a shower thing a couple times.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
Yeah. Why? Just go to your bed. Nothing's better than a
But
bed.
also, water isn't. It's not what you think it's gonna be.
No, it's friction with water.
You're not in a. Yeah, you're not in a tub of like baby oil.
No.
It
Friction
sucks.
with water.
It sucks. It's terrible. But better than nothing. It's better than nothing.
All right. Would you rather fuck in the pool or put your dick against that like filter that spits the water out? Because that's a fun thing to do.
Yeah, that is a fun thing to do. Versus sex in a pool. With what, my wife?
Anybody, a mermaid.
Well, no, don't say anybody.
Anybody.
Anybody complicates things.
Anybody in the pool.
What's the scenario? Am I married?
Anybody can be in the pool.
Am I married?
I don't know. It's a fantasy world.
It's a fantasy world.
Yeah. No, you're not.
Okay, it's a
You're
fantasy
not
world. So my
married. You're
wife
not
doesn't
married.
exist.
No, she never existed.
Yeah, we know what fantasy world means. I'm not married. My
Yeah.
wife doesn't exist. I've never seen her ever. She was never born.
Yeah.
She's not. I don't.
Yeah.
I can't remember her face.
Yeah.
Fantasy.
Yeah.
Anybody in the pool?
Anybody in the pool.
The nanny in the Nanny?
Nanny in the pool.
nanny in the pool.
Pool nanny.
I'll take a pool nanny.
Fuck. You got to turn the volume down. Though.
I'm very into the nanny. Lately, I blame Cozy TV.
You just got to figure. You got to figure out a way to lower it, man.
To lower it, the volume's never on. I don't know what the nanny sounds like. I mean, I do.
If she's in your pool, you got to constantly just like put hot dogs in her mouth.
Because
put
when
your
you
dick in
watch
her
the
mouth.
nanny, it's like watching the Playboy channel while the smoke alarm goes off. Like you got to do something about it. You can't just leave it.
No.
It's it's terrible. It's like hot and like, but also like the kettle's on. Like you can't do it. But the voice is hot to an extent. To an extent, in a little bit. Listen, this is turning into the nanny podcast.
No,
I don't
the nanny cast.
The nanny cast.
I don't mind doing that.
Two guys talk about the nanny.
You want to
week
just do a
after
podcast
week
where you're talking about the nanny?
after week? But I mean, like
And those
on
fucking-
mute.
I hate those fucking kids.
Do you think she's
Kids are
hotter?
fucking
Do you think she's hotter completely muted? You never hear her. There's a little bit.
All right.
Yeah,
Maybe
see what I
till
mean?
she laughs.
That's not great. That's rough for guys like us, because that's all we try to do. Instead, we try to be so serious.
Oh, that's all I can do. I take my clothes off, you're laughing automatically.
Yeah, dude, sex is. I remember reading a quote in Reader's Digest in the bathroom when I was a kid, and it was. I don't remember whose quote it was, but it was. The quote was, and I might be a little up, but I'm pretty sure the quote was, "You should laugh during sex because sex is funny," and that clicked with me immediately. Of
Okay,
like,
that's actually a good
do you know what I mean?
quote.
Like,
yeah.
it's a good quote of just like, yeah, like it's hard unless you look like Brad Pitt. Sex is insane. It's insane,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
I look like what I look like, and
Yeah.
I'm coming at you, and it's insane. It's
Go for
insane,
it.
and it's ridiculous, and it's funny because so much of being human is trying to act like we're super sophisticated, and in that moment, you're an animal. Like, there's no way to be a person.
No,
You know what I mean? There's no way to be a person. That's what I love about it.
no.
But yeah, I think
It's your hardwired instincts.
the laugh is bad.
That's where you turn it off.
I don't want to crack the nanny up.
No, you definitely don't want to crack the nanny up. You don't want to tell the nanny a good fucking joke.
But I want her to talk to me.
Yeah, I'll take a talking to.
Maybe low. Maybe like somebody's sleeping in the next room. So the nanny, if she is taking it down a notch.
So a whispering nanny. A very serious whispering nanny.
A
whispering nanny.
nanny.
If I had a candle named after me, I'd call it the Whispering Nanny. Like if I ever made a candle, that's what we should make. Whispering Nanny candles.
A few, yeah.
Now, for you, what do you want it to smell like?
We make a nanny candle. It's a little
Nanny
bit.
candle.
It's a bit much. we have a candle called the Silent Nanny, and it's kind of like you hardly notice it.
The Nandle.
The Nandle. The Nandle's good. And then you have like the whispering Nandle.
The Nandle.
The whispering Nandle's perfect. Perfect.
Yeah.
Oh, I can smell it already.
Yeah.
She has so much hair. I love big, dark, curly hair. You know that about me.
Yeah. The old, well, you say you're going back and like watch the Seinfeld. You got a little like Julia Louis-Dreyfus thing.
Yeah, I
a
know.
giant Elaine Bennis wall of hair.
I
like.
know, but in the shadow of Fran Drescher, I'm sorry.
Yeah, Drescher has a bigger head.
I love Julia Louis-Dreyfus. I'm not trying to take anything away.
Yeah. I know.
She's hot too.
You like it?
I'm in love. SNL.
Yeah.
She looks so good. She still looks good now. She's so funny. She's so smart. But Fran Drescher, man.
Fran Drescher still looks good too.
She looks great.
Yeah.
I like her. I like her as a person. Like, oh, she's in Spinal Tap.
I like her too. She's in UHF.
We can't keep talking about Fran Drescher, can we?
What?
But a
We
whispering.
can.
Now you got me thinking about her whisper.
We can.
What does a Fran Drescher whisper sound like?
Your
It's
first
still like,
hard-on.
it's still weird. It's still got that like, but no, that's that's hot.
What about a whisper laugh?
I'll take it.
Yeah, you want that?
I don't love it, but I don't hate it. It's not going right through me.
Yeah.
Nanny for days. What is happening at the party?
I don't know.
It went from music to
Like
a rhythmic.
a seesaw competition. I don't know what they're doing. Oh, it's
Can you tell your neighbors that you have a podcast and there's a pandemic and we have to do
Yeah.
it outside and they need to.
I like the partying.
No,
though.
I like the party.
I like their partying. I don't want to.
I like their partying too.
We've been.
Look at you. You're standing up.
Listen. I can't fucking motherfucking podcast standing. I can't sit down no more.
You're getting too close to me.
I'm
Back the fuck.
all right. All right. All right.
Oh.
Look. I'm back to square one.
Now you're so far. How far are you now? It's like 10 feet.
It was like a fucking Grover book. Get the fuck out of here, motherfucker.
Grover book. A Grover book? What is that?
That's when that motherfucker runs to the front of the book and then the fucking back of the book.
What, the monster at the end of this book? Is that what you're
Yeah.
thinking about?
Yeah,
Oh.
that motherfucker.
I know that. I had that book as a kid.
Grover motherfucker.
I have that book now, and I have the sequel to that book. Elmo's in it.
Oh, fuck Elmo. I
It-
need a sequel to my beer.
It sucks. Not as good as the original.
Yeah.
My mom used to read that Grover book and do the Grover voice, and it was killer.
Really?
Yeah, my mom was in her 20s when I was little. She was
You know,
fun.
Back
She's a
in
different lady.
Back when my mom was in her 20s, she sounded a lot like Frank Oz.
She used to do voices, man. She used to do voices and stuff.
Let me get a beer, man.
I'm drinking a big
Can I
bottle
get a
of
beer?
Jameson. Yeah, you can get a
Can
beer.
I get
I'm
a
gonna
beer?
Stop. I'm going to stop this.
Let me get a beer.
You get a beer.
Hey, old Frank
All
Drescher.
right, we're back. This is a very Fran Drescher episode. Well, I looked her up to see, because I was just curious, and I've seen her recently. She still looks great. She's in her 60s, but there's a New York Times article from February 5th of this year.
Okay.
It says Fran Drescher, Millennial Whisperer. That's the headline.
Wait, what?
We're talking about her whispering. The former nanny is back with a new NBC sitcom, Indebted. Young fans like Cardi B and an arsenal of gifts. I'm kind of an influencer, she said. Fran Drescher's voice, if you ever have the chance to hear it, deployed in very close vicinity over shrimp tempura and spicy tuna sushi, is actually quite soothing. That's the first paragraph of the article.
So wait.
I think if she's whispering, I think volume changes that voice. I think if she's whispering,
Yeah.
I think it's not only tolerable, I think it's enjoyable, and I think it's hot.
But most importantly, what dish would you prefer it over?
Shrimp tempura and spicy tuna sushi.
You agree with that?
Sure.
Okay.
But back when she was doing the sitcom, she was pitching her voice higher. squeezing it up her nose. Acting. Back then, the New York Times compared Drescher to the sound of a Buick with an empty gas tank cold cranking on a winter morning. But here in her living room above Central Park, sitting among crystals, fresh lemons, fine sculpture, and photographs of herself meeting establishment Democrats, she sounds more like a Mercedes purring out of the Long Island Expressway.
Sheesh.
Imagine if... Oh, but yeah. For those of you who grew up with the nanny as our nanny, her voice is so embedded in the subconscious that hearing the softened version is almost therapeutic. Imagine if Nanny Fine had an ASMR setting.
No.
Ooh. Holy. I've heard it's like a foghorn, a cackle, Drescher said carefully.
Yeah.
I always just describe myself as having a unique voice.
You know what? Mine,
wow, when she left
mine
Queen...
can be described in the same fucking manner.
Yeah, it's true. When she left Queens for Hollywood in the late 1970s, her manager told her, if you want to play other parts besides hookers, you're going to have to learn to speak differently.
At least he didn't say you're going to have to learn to
Well,
shut
I
up.
love her, but how crazy that I Googled this, and ultimately I got an article that's like, hey, when she's not cranking it up, which of course she was leaning into the voice.
Yeah.
Her talking softly in an interview was soothing.
Gave that guy a boner.
That's what we're talking about. So that's the nanny you want.
Okay.
You don't want full volume, but you don't want muted nanny is also not great.
Yeah.
I don't want a silent nanny. I want a whispering nanny.
Yeah.
There we go. We solved
Whispering
it.
nanny.
Would you take a whispering nanny over Shari Lewis with a lamb chop sock puppet? Both are willing to. They're there. It's your birthday, and they want to make you the happiest person on the planet.
That's a hard one.
It's a very hard one. No regrets. There's no wrong
Yeah.
answers here. If you don't know Shari Lewis, pause the podcast and take a look at her and realize that you have to incorporate the puppet, and if you're not our age, you have to understand that the puppet was a big part of the culture.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, it's just a lady with like Little Orphan Annie. It's an old lady with Little Orphan Annie hair and a sock in her hand, and you might be like, "Why is this even up for debate?"
She can really
Against Fran Drescher, who's clearly hotter at every age.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, but Shari can really work that puppet mouth.
Yeah. That's the hand job / blow job that you've been...
That's the ultimate. You're going to tell everybody, lamb chop sucked my dick.
Technically, you got a hand job from Shari Lewis and a blow job from Lamb Chop at the same time.
How could you not go tell everybody? Or do you run around and tell everybody, like, I fucked a nanny? Hey, everybody. I fucked a nanny.
Nanny. Your kid's nanny? No, the nanny from TV. How old is she?
nanny.
She still looks good. Google it. There's a New York Times article that says when she whispers, it's hot. I made her whisper.
Whispering nanny.
Versus old Annie with a sock on her hand.
It's a tough one.
It's still tough. If you're of our generation, it's still tough.
Yeah.
Well, I think
don't
if
know.
we were
I'd
ever
pick
faced with it, it
Elvira.
would have to be you get one, I get the other.
Yeah.
And then we'd compare notes.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
That works. Yeah, that
I think
works.
I'd get the nanny.
I'm cool with either.
I think you're. I think if somebody.
I think you'd be happier with the nanny. I'd give you the nanny.
I think
wouldn't
you'd
do
be.
that
I
to
think
you.
you'd be happier with lamb chop.
I would be. I really would be.
You want that mush mouth sock puppet.
Yeah,
That's
I
what
do.
you want.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, everybody wins.
Yeah.
I think we all learned something here. Give us a call, by the way, if you have an opinion. 781-POD-SLAP.
Or if you have something to add to this, if you think, there's another variable.
Yeah. If you are the nanny or a nanny.
Or the lamb chop or a lamb chop.
Maybe you're a sock puppet master. Give us a call. 781-POD-SLAP.
Maybe you're
And
an
tell us
old
how the
lady.
world works.
An old lady that's really into her sock puppets.
Yeah, maybe you're the ghost of Shari Lewis.
Oh, man.
When did she die?
Jesus. I don't... it was kind of recently. Wasn't that long. Maybe like 3 years ago, 4 years ago.
Let's see. How many years ago?
3 years ago, 4 years ago.
3 years ago, 4 years ago. Chris, she died almost 22 years ago.
Holy shit! Really?
22.
Wow.
And so she was born January 17th, 1933, and she died August 2nd, 1998.
Wow.
So not that old. 65?
Yeah.
She was an American ventriloquist, puppeteer, children's entertainer, comedian, and television show host. She was best known as the original puppeteer of the sock puppet Lamb Chop, first appearing on Captain Kangaroo in March 1956, and then Hi Mom, a local morning television show that aired on WRCA-TV, now WNBC-TV, in New York City. Wow, there's a lot of cancer. Took her out, Chris.
Really? Yeah, she had lamb chop cancer.
She had breast cancer in 84.
Yeah.
Uterine cancer in 98. She had a hysterectomy, but her doctors informed her that the cancer was inoperable and she was given 6 weeks to live. After her diagnosis, Lucis insisted on taping a final episode of the Charlie Horse Music Pizza.
Man, Charlie Horse took a real down.
If I'm dying, we're going to shoot one more episode of the Charlie Horse Music Pizza.
One more Charlie Horse, please.
After recovering from the hysterectomy, she
I'm
began
not giving up without my Charlie Horse.
chemotherapy at Cedars-Sinai Hospital. While undergoing chemotherapy, she developed viral pneumonia and died on August 2nd, 1998 at the age of 65.
Man.
After her death, the Charlie Horse Music Pizza was canceled. The last episode of the Charlie Horse Music Pizza aired on January 17th.
Wait, Charlie Horse Music Pizza?
It's called the Charlie Horse Music Pizza.
The Charlie Horse Music Pizza?
She insisted on taping a final episode. She died. It aired on January 17th, 1999. Her body was cremated. So,
the Charlie Horse Music Pizza.
what is that?
I don't know. I gotta see this now.
Charlie Horse. It's not musical pizza.
It's music pizza.
Charlie Horse Music Pizza.
It's a pizza made of music.
The Charlie Horse Music Pizza, 1998. It's a children's television series with 2 seasons. Yeah, I mean, it's more of the same stuff.
But why is it called music pizza? We can't get anyone to watch. Just call it music pizza. Oh my God, when was I on that?
It does look like you.
Who's that, Dom DeLuise?
It's Dom DeLuise as a chef, which always makes me think of that other guy who has the seasoning in the supermarket. There's a chef who looks like Dom DeLuise. But sometimes Dom DeLuise would dress like a chef. It was very confusing. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, you got fake.
Who's
fake
the chef who looks like Dom DeLuise?
Oh, I don't know.
All right, I'm going to Google that, and I bet I get an answer. Chef that looks
Chef
like
Boyardee?
Dom. No, he has like Cajun like seasoning and stuff. Chef that looks like Dom DeLuise. Paul Prudhomme. Chef Paul Prudhomme totally
That's
looks
his
like
name,
Dom
Paul
DeLuise.
Prudhomme?
If I'm saying that right. Prudhomme. Yeah, I think that's yes. Look at these two. Are you kidding me? When I was a kid,
You always thought it was Dom DeLuise?
well, they had the same fucking face,
Yeah.
same goddamn beard, and they wore the same fucking hats.
Yeah.
They look exactly the same. One was funny and one cooked good food.
I'd date either of them.
Chris, I mean, do they look like the same person?
Literally the same person.
Guys, if you're Googling this, then I'm sorry.
Welcome to the adventure.
Welcome to the adventure.
The adventure of a lifetime.
Were you born in 1980 or the late 70s? Did you watch TV with your grandpa? Super Live Adventure is the perfect podcast for you if you have a decent memory.
Do you remember the ending song to MASH? It's time to change the channel. It's time to wake your grandpa up and change the channel. It's time to wake your grandpa.
Well, join us next week. We'll be talking about Murder, She Wrote. And which episode do you jerk off to the most? Would you rather fuck Angela Lansbury in her prime
Yeah.
or Peter Falk's eye socket?
Well, all right. Angela Lansbury in her prime. We're going to go for like a bed knobs and broomsticks.
Bed knobs and broomsticks, but you can also pop out Peter Falk's eyes and fuck his head while he tells you jokes.
That's true.
Welcome to the Super Life Adventure Podcast. Would you rather rub your balls on Kojak's head?
Oh.
What are we doing? Who is this for?
Hey, you know
Everybody I know who would like this is dead.
what? Yeah. or ready to kill themselves.
Look at that. We ended a pool party. That's how funny this is.
Yeah.
They were like, let's go.
It's over.
Let's go inside.
It's over.
They are in the bathtub now blasting music where they don't have to listen to us. That's what's happening. That's what's happening, my friend. We're complaining. We're like, we're trying to record the podcast. Chris's new neighbors, they were having a party. They're like, we bought this new house, and there's these two old white guys who just sing the MASH theme into microphones.
'Cause suicide is painless.
I love the lyrics to MASH. Always come back in. Suicide is painless. By the way, not always true.
No, how could you claim that's a fucking fact?
A lot of suicide is very painful.
No, man, you guys fucking you choked yourself out with a belt.
Ooh, I've seen The Sopranos.
Yeah.
I love you, Chris.
I love you too, buddy.
I'm glad we recorded something.
It's something.
I'm glad we did it. Let's keep
Something.
recording things.
Something. I'm glad we had a party with the neighbors. I'm glad we got to know them.
I like them. Let's do this all the time.
I don't think outside's our thing.
I don't think the pandemic is our thing.
We gotta get back in the house.
I know. Wear a mask. Socially distance.
Yeah.
Vote in November.
Yes.
And support real journalists. And listen to people who don't look like you.
That's right. And also fit it with your shadows.